What's good, family? It's your boy Lounge it's your boy Nelson. We're back again, straight off spamming you directly. You know what to do. Lock in, tune in, tap in, smart the like button. What's good, family? If you're new to this family, this is Living Waters. On this channel, we're standing for truth. It's God's counsel as a lifestyle. So do what to press the subscribe button if you're standing for real. Press the subscribe button if you're standing for the truth. What's good, family? Deeply want to appreciate every new subscriber. Trust me, you're seeing, you're honored, and you love. Okay, we'll be jumping straight into this one. 5 ways to raise your vibration without destructive means. 5 ways to raise your vibration without destructive means. Nature has provided us with safe ways to raise our vibration to tap into infinite intelligence, tap into our higher self, tap into our intuition to navigate our path through life. Okay, lots of people have created great works, great acts, okay, great invention through destructive means like smoking, like narcotics, like nicotine, alcohol, drugs of any kind, family, and they never live long to enjoy their creativity. They never live long to enjoy their great works, family. We need to understand this truth. So we'll be talking about how to raise our vibration, how to raise our frequency without destructive means. Okay, to raise our frequency, to raise our vibration means increasing our thought wavelength. Okay, to have, where our minds becomes receptive, increasing our thought wavelengths to high frequency, where our mind becomes receptive to other high frequencies. It is also tuning into high thought wavelengths, okay, where our mind becomes receptive to receive information, ideas, inspirations that is not available to the ordinary mind, that is not available to low frequencies. Family, we need to understand this truth. So we need to learn how to increase our vibration, increase our thought rate, okay, increase our frequency so our mind becomes receptive to pick up other high frequencies. With family. So how do we do it? 5 ways to raise your vibration without destructive means. The number one ways is through our sex energy. Family, we need to understand this through our sex emotion, our sex energy is one of the greatest emotional force that propels one to action, that pulls one to action. Lots of people have lost reputation because of their sex energy, because of their sex emotion, which pulls them, propels them to physical pleasure. We need to understand this truth, family. Our sex energy can actually propel one to function, to lift one to the status of to the state of a genius. Okay, if this energy is being cultivated harmoniously when you connect to your source by when you connect to your source such as infinite intelligence, okay, the subconscious minds of other people or through your own subconscious mind, you can actually lift yourself up like a genius, okay, where your mind become receptive, your mind become alert to actually draw inspiration and idea to accomplish one's purpose, to accomplish one's goals. Okay, we need to understand this truth. The energy itself alone does not lift one to high frequency, okay, until it's being retained and transmuted into one's objective. It needs to be retained and transmuted into one's objectives such as writing, such as singing, such as act, such as poetry, such as painting, sales, mastership of any kind, oratory. We need to understand this truth, family. Okay, this is why semen retention as a man is actually necessary, is vital towards one's objective. Family, we need to understand this truth. When this energy is fine-tuned, when this energy is fine-tuned and transmitted into such practices mentioned like writing, all kinds of skills and endeavor. It can empower your mind to produce work of a genius. It produce work of a genius in any undertaking, family. This is the difference. This is the reason for the difference between a master salesman and an ordinary salesman. A master salesman has known how to transmit his sex energy. He has known how to transmit his sex energy not to the physical pleasure but into his objective, into his goals. Okay, it makes him function as a genius. It gives him that pleasing personality, that magnetic ability to actually draws people to him, and he functions as a genius, while the ordinary salesman does not have any clue about his sex energy. Family, we need to understand this truth. So the focal point here is transmitting our energy, retaining our energy, and transmitting it into our objective. Real family. So the number two ways to raise our vibration without destructive means is the love energy, the love frequency. We need to understand firstly that the love frequency is the highest frequency, the highest frequency. This is the divine energy. This is the God energy. When it's being cultivated into one's life, it makes one function like a God on the earth. Family, we need to understand this truth. Even the Bible said The Bible said, he said, he that walks in love walks in God, and God walks in him. Okay, we need to understand this truth. He that walks in God walks in God, and God in him. This is absolutely true. So when this love emotion and sex emotion is blended together, there's no such thing as impossible. That is why it's advisable for a man to live with his wife in a harmonious environment, because they both can cultivate these energies. They both can merge this energy. They can blend the sex energy and the love energy and lift themselves to high plane, lift themselves to successful heights. Okay, family, we need to understand this truth. I want to hear the saying that said, every successful man, there is a woman behind it. Okay, history also has it that great men have lifted to great heights. They've risen to successful height only to put away their wife and went broke or lost their wealth. Family, we need to understand this truth, family. When the emotion of love and sex is cultivated in a harmonious environment, in a harmonious relationship, okay, an invisible force coming to their midst, coming to their help, come to their aid to help them succeed, to help them achieve the content of their objective, the content of their heart. Family need to understand this truth. Even the Bible said, when two or three are gathered in my name, it said I'm in their midst. Family, speaking of the God energy, the divine, the invisible force coming to their midst, okay, in a harmonious relationship, family. Okay, so when two agree as touching anything in my name shall be done for them and my Father, by my Father. Family, we need to understand this truth, family. The love emotion prepares you. The love emotion triggers you to action. Have you been in love with somebody and this person watches you performing a particular function? Okay, you're in love with somebody and you catch this person staring at you or watching at you while you're performing a particular function. You want to do it at your higher self. You want to do it at your best. Then your expert shows up. Why? Because you catch someone whom you love is staring at you or watching at you. This energy can pull you above the ordinary plane of life, above sickness, above poverty. With family, we need to understand this truth. So it's key for a husband and wife to cultivate this energy, your love and your sex energy, blending it to one. It can lift one to its full high frequency. Family, we need to understand this truth. So this is the number one. This is number two reasons. Number two ways to raise your vibration without destructive means. So the number three ways to raise your vibration without destructive means is the music. Okay, we need to understand this too. Music is another frequency when it's tuned into can lift one to high vibration or can lift one to high vibration. As a spiritual being, we understand the fact that we don't just listen to any song when we are awake, when we are aware. We don't just listen to any songs, family. Originally, music was God's habitation, God's dwelling place before it got perverted by the darkness. We need to understand this truth. If you check through the scripture, before every great works of God, every great manifestation of God was actually carried out, music and musicians were actually in place. If you check the walls of Jericho, music was in place. If you check Jehoshaphat defeats Ammon and Moab, music was actually in place. Family, we need to understand this truth. Paul and Silas, music was actually in place. So this is key, families, living in harmonious, living, cultivating this music, this praise lifestyle, okay, helps us lift our vibration to a high state. Even our churches today, the miraculous act of God and His Spirit is actually stirred up through music, through praise and worship. The heart of people becomes receptive, their subconscious mind becomes open, receptive to receive. Okay, and the impossible happens. Okay, great act, great manifestation of God happens. We family, we need to understand this. I grew up in the traditional settings where I watch masquerade also perform different function, different acts, great acts that looks impossible to the natural eyes. Okay, music actually is behind it also. They stir up music to an extent, the spirit of the music jump into them and they begin to perform great act that seems like impossible. Walking on the roof, the edge of the roof without falling, using two bamboo sticks to walk for so long even without falling. We need to understand this truth. As spiritual beings, we don't listen to any kind of music. Like I said, music is God's habitation, music is God's dwelling place. Okay, the kind of music you listen to will determine the kind of spirit that functions in you, that operates through you. We need to understand this truth, family, so we need to be careful the kind of music we listen to. So this is the number three reason. Number three ways to raise our vibration without destructive means. Music is key, family. We need to understand, we need to use it, we need to utilize it. Check the man David. The man David, a man after God's heart. Music was actually his weapon, family. We need to understand this truth. Even I was also a student of Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho makes football more easier. Music was behind it. Even in his Brazilian national team, before he plays, he always plays music. He plays the instrument very well. He even said in one of his interviews, if football never opened up for him, he would have gone for music. Family, we need to understand this truth. Music is key. Ronaldo made football more easier, made football more simple, show the spirit of music. Family, we need to understand this truth. So this is the number three, living habitually in music, in praise and worship, stir up our mind to do the impossible, lift our vibration to high frequencies, family. We need to understand this truth. So the number four, ways to raise our vibration without destructive means, without destructive method, is the mastermind principle. The mastermind principle. This principle states that when two or three or more minds come together in a harmonious relationship to actually achieve an objective, to achieve a goal, an invisible force comes into their midst to help them achieve their objective. When two or different minds comes together to achieve a particular objective, an invisible force comes in their midst to help them succeed, to help them achieve their goals. The focal point of the mastermind is a harmonious relationship, family. We need to understand this truth. Nothing strives better in a chaos or a negative environment. Nothing strives better. So the focal point is the harmonious relationship, different minds coming together to achieve a particular objective. By this mind coming together, relating themselves together to actually achieve a particular objective, they will notice an invisible hand in their midst working with them. And this these individuals will tap into the subconscious minds of other people, okay, and use great wealth of knowledge that is not available to the single mind. Family, we need to understand this truth, family. The mastermind principle is actually key. Even Jesus Christ had 12 disciples as his mastermind team, family. We need to understand this truth. Iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. It is no surprise Thomas Edison and Henry Ford were great friends and associate, family. We need to understand this truth, family. If you check around you, every great man understood the secret. They are using this principle of the mastermind. Even extended churches today make use of the mastermind principle because no one can actually succeed or do it alone. Family, we need to understand this truth, and it was no surprise when this harmony broke in, when this harmony set in, our Lord Jesus Christ was ready to go to the cross. Family, the main objective, the main focal point of the mastermind principle is harmonious relationship. Harmonious relationship. People coming together, relating their minds together to actually achieve an objective, an invisible force coming to their midst, coming to their aid to help them, and you tap into wealth of information that is not available to a single mind. Family, this is the fourth ways to raise our vibration without destructive means, without smoking, without drugs, without all kinds of alcoholic drinks, family. Okay, and the last ways to raise our vibration without destructive means is definite major purpose. You need to have a purpose, you need to have an objective, what you're striving for, because your objective, your major purpose is the crown of the four other principles already described. Okay, if you have a major purpose, you will retain your energy and transmit it into your purpose. Family, we need to understand the truth. You do things in a harmonious relationship with love. Family, we need to understand the truth. Even the mastermind principle, it needs to be engineered, needs to be stirred up because of a major purpose. They should have a purpose of what they want to achieve. So purpose is actually key, family. Purpose is what triggers the mind, is a desire that pull you towards, that stimulate your mind to create inventions, write poem, write poetries, acts, oratory that has the signature of a genius and originality, a masterpiece, family. We need to understand this truth. So your purpose, everyone needs to have a purpose. It's key, family. Your purpose is a driving force that stimulates the conscious mind and the conscious mind and open the door link to the subconscious mind. It prepares you to action also, family. We need to understand this truth. Jesus Christ has a definite plan. It has a definite mission. Okay, every great inventor, every great person you see today has a major purpose. So purpose is key. Your purpose, your definite purpose is what opens you up to the temple of wisdom and creativity. Family, we need to understand this truth. So purpose is actually key. You need to find a reason to live. You need to find something to live for. Or if you've not find something to live for, you need to find something to die for. Family, we need to understand the truth. Your purpose is like your desire that triggers you to action, propels you to action to actually create works that have originality, that has genius inside of it, because it stirs your conscious mind and open the door link to your subconscious mind, open the door link of wisdom and creativity. Family, we need to understand this truth. So this is the message. 5 ways to raise your vibration without destructive means. Like I said, the first one I talked about our sex energy, which needs to be stirred up, which needs to be retained and transmitted into our objective, into our walks of life. Family, we need to understand this truth. And I talked about the love energy, which is the God frequency. He that walks in love walks in God. Okay, walking in this energy, walking in this God energy makes you to function like God on the earth. It can lift you above poverty, it can lift you above sickness. Family, we need to understand this truth, family. And I also talk about the music. Music is God's habitation. Music is God's dwelling place. Family, we need to understand this truth. So we need to be very careful the kind of music we listen to, because music has also been perverted by darkness. The kind of music you listen to will determine the kind of spirit you function with. Family, we need to understand this truth. So living harmoniously in music, cultivating this praise worship lifestyle will actually lift our vibration to our frequency. And I also talk about the mastermind principle, which is the fourth. The mastermind principle, coming together of different minds to actually achieve a particular goal. Okay, by doing this, by relating themselves together, and the visible force come in their midst to assist them, to help them succeed. The focal point of the mastermind is harmonious relationship. You're coming together in a harmonious relationship, nothing strife in a negative environment, nothing strive in a chaos environment. We need to understand this truth. So harmonious relationship is key. Okay, is no surprise when this harmony set in that our Lord Jesus Christ was ready to go to the cross. Family, so harmonious relationship is key. And the last one I said, have a major purpose, have a major definite purpose. There should be something you're willing to die for, or there's something you're willing to live for. Great family, it prepares your mind, it stimulates your subconscious mind and open the door link to your subconscious mind. Family, we need to understand this truth. So these are the 5 ways to raise our vibration without destructive means. 5 ways to raise our vibration without destructive means. If this message actually helps you in any way, if it resonates with you, do well to press the subscribe button, do well to press the like button, and also do well to share the message. It will be greatly appreciated. It's your boy Latwaka, it's your boy Nelson. Peace and blessing. Have a wonderful day.